Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? A podcast about life in the music industry. And today, a podcast about basically nothing and everything all at the same time.
It's pretty much an episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll be honest, man, I was never a Seinfeld guy.
It's okay. It's just the most famous show about nothing.
Yeah,
No,
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. With that said, we had some really good dudes with us today. College radio. Guys,
yeah.
I don't know, man. First off,
good dudes.
Full disclosure, it's 9:43. It is past my bedtime. But
PM.
PM. What if no, Pat, this was really, really fun. We didn't talk a whole lot about music, but at the same time, we know that you guys are getting a lot from us at this point. And it's nice to take a little bit of a step back and just kind of fuck around for a bit. Am I right, or am I just crazy? I could be crazy. I am crazy.
Well, you are crazy, but that is what, we did today. We just, it was just chatting with old friends that we just met for the first time.
Yeah. And there's something about that, guys. There's some really cool stuff in there too. And be sure to check out College Radio. So with that, let's get into the episode. And we are back with College Radio. Guys, how are you guys doing today?
We are super.
Super. And there's Melvin with the Android coming in late. That's okay.
I have a 5-second delay. You know how that goes. I had to boot it back up and cool it down from overheating. You know how it goes.
I'm making fun of you because of Android. Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, you look like you're calling in from your satellite phone.
Hello. Can I just make open announcement so I can't get trashed on any social media? I have an iPhone. I'm so joking. Please don't. I don't need the other.
Well, you know what, Melvin? I formally retract my statement. I apologize. Look at that. And we brought it back.
And Androids are good too. Okay, it's not. We don't live in an Apple world.
How can you look into the camera and say that with truth? How can you
we have an Apple
my camera is not an iPhone.
We're trying to maintain our sponsorship.
Yeah.
Why are you guys so worried about defending iPhones right now? Just take it easy, man. They're not.
Yeah.
No one's
mostly because I have a small penis and an iPhone makes me feel better than everybody else. That's pretty much
it's all he's got, man.
It's gonna get.
Oh. And that's why College Radio totally loves our iPhones and our brand new iPhone 13s. Yeah, thank you, Apple.
My basic ass 8.
Thank you for making me feel like I have an average dick. Anyway,
when he says 8, he means it's 13. Thank you, Apple. You can send us anything you want. End the podcast. Thank you, Apple.
We are not currently sponsored by Apple, but Apple, if you are listening, hi, how you doing? Let's go get some dinner.
There we go.
As Domino's Pizza.
There you go. So first things first, I noticed that you guys are all calling from separate devices. Are you guys getting together, practicing, still doing, or are you just you know what, it's too late, we're not together?
We hit our peak. I'm telecommuting from Barbados right now.
Oh, nice.
Are you really?
No.
Come on,
have you guys ever
I can dream.
Crazy
it's astro projectrial playing as a team. So it's while we're sleeping, we kind of astral project into the sky and rock out.
That's fair.
And then we go on tour, and it's we practiced, but we really didn't. But we did.
Are you guys in the same area though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked this because my band, literally every single one of us lives in a different state. So that's why I ask. Because it's it's familiar territory.
We all live close enough to get together. I think we're getting together to practice tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that one.
Yeah, guys, if you didn't know, this is your official reminder that you do have band practice tomorrow.
We'll confirm it for the public now.
I got to check the books.
We have practice tomorrow.
That's sick.
When this comes out, you're gonna be listening to him and be like, do we actually have practice tomorrow?
I'm gonna have to report it on Twitter the next day on Wednesday. I have to correct this. We did not actually meet up on.
We did not practice.
We confirmed to meet at we're gonna meet at Gordon's house on Thursday and figure it out then.
Well, it's if the Hawks possibly lose, then I don't know. We'll find out then. But practice tomorrow.
That's fair.
Maybe more aggressive practice. That might just be the case.
Well, officially, guys, welcome to the podcast. Thanks for being here. Before we get into the meat and of the podcast, tell us about yourself. Tell us about college radio. How did you guys come together? Where did the name come from? What makes you guys you?
I'll take this one. I'll kind of pass it around. It's honestly, it's a new version now if you think about it. The band's been around for a little bit, but the band's really starting to do stuff with this group right here. So I would say this is the college radio right now. So I would say maybe we give us a small reset, and it started in 2020. But shoot, the name came from I tanged it off, sorry. Such a fun beginning. You guys are fucking sick.
He's over here grinning, you're gonna try to hand it off, but I ain't answered shit.
Because before this, it was just a solo project of yours, correct?
Pretty much kind of like that. But it was me and my buddy Cody and Dylan. We were a 3-piece for a little bit. We had our friend Taylor come in, and then some people want to do more, some people don't want to do more, and we respect that. We're here to have fun, and we have this lineup right now. So,
hell yeah. Evan, did you want to chime in?
I was waiting for someone to chime in. I was like, I'm totally fine.
I'll direct you.
I shouldn't say anything about the history. I'm listening to the lore. Tell me more. Let me hear some.
Tell me more.
I still want to hear more about this.
Tell me more, Daddy.
I'm taking notes on my phone over here, man.
I think it was 2019, college radio was opening for Home Safe at the Funhouse for a Halloween show. And my other band, Midnight Movie, who is still playing, we are playing on Friday at their project in Seattle, Washington. Please come out. My band was opening because I saw college radios on the bill, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to email them. We should be opening for college radio. That's a good one. I'm going to make friends with them." That was the plan for the night. And then I must have made an okay impression because Gordon came up to me a little slurry, a little confident. It was like, "So you in any other bands?" I was like, "No." He's like, what do you think about being in another band? I'm like, "You talking about your band?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I think so. Yeah, absolutely, dude."
So all that aside, would you say that you did make friends with them? Because you don't have to be friends with people that you're in a band with. Fuck them.
I made friends with Gordon.
Yeah, fuck you, Melvin.
Bro, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
This whole podcast is just a guys to cause band rifts. We'll probably catch up with you guys in a month to see if you're still together. Okay.
I don't know. I'm preparing what hashtags I want to use here for these.
Honestly, really to throw it out there though, the band is super close. Fucking awesome. Love everybody. The band is actually really close.
That's the way it's got to be.
I apologize about the stutter before. I keep forgetting about just the past stuff because I'm so caught up in the new stuff. So I apologize about that. So it's almost like a weird touchy. It's a weird touchy question now. So I'm like, oh.
It's all good because we did our research because we know that you originally kind of formed initially in 2018 roughly as college radio, right? Yeah. Because I saw that you started out pretty strong. You played with Belmont, Such Gold, Youth Fountain, when you were first starting out, and that's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Anytime Youth Fountain comes out, Young Culture as well, we always try to play with them, link up, at least just support too, because we vibe, we understand.
For sure.
That's why college radio was on my radar. I did the same research as you guys, and I was like, we got to get friends with them.
Hell yeah. Well, back to your previous point, Gordon, I get that you're all close, but let's be honest. If you guys if anybody in a band isn't close enough to shit talk each other, band's not going nowhere. It's not gonna do nothing. You gotta shit talk. I had a conversation in my band chat today where I was I was telling my guitarist Victor, I was like, "Look, Victor, you don't get to make the fucking decisions, and if you want to try, we're gonna duel at 20 fucking paces. Let's go."
Oh my god, that showed out.
And then our drummer chimed in where he made a meme of us fighting, and I'm like, "Oh, this is fucking awesome."
You should have seen some of the conversations we have to have some of these podcasts. Those sometimes in the chat, Gordon will be like, "Hey, we have this podcast coming up next week. but there's only like 3 spots here, so we only like 3 of us can go. And it's like whoever can break out of their regular day and they can say, "Hey, I'm down," they'll make it.
Yeah,
I swear, there's a couple of boxing emojis coming up and some different gifs coming up. And I'm just like, okay, it's getting real. It's getting real.
that's awesome. But like, you know, Pat and I have talked about this before on the podcast too, and it's probably getting to be a boring point for our listeners. But since you guys are new, we want to talk to you about this. Like, we get it, dude. Like, we've asked, like, you guys have been asked the same fucking questions with every podcast there ever is. Oh, how did the new single happen? Like, what did you write about? Like, how does that impact? Like, we get it. And yeah, we're going to ask some of those questions, but like, fuck it. If we derail, who gives a shit? This is awesome.
Yeah, our goal is to try and, you know, kind of do a little bit of the same stuff, ask some of the same questions, because everybody, I mean, it's a music podcast, so obviously we're going to, but we definitely try to break out, ask different questions that maybe, hopefully you haven't been asked yet, and then just try and have some fun.
Right on.
So yeah. With that being said, though, so I don't know if you've talked about this bunch before, but before forming College Radio, Gordon, you were in Enterprise Earth and I Declare War. Ooh, and for those of you that don't know, those are some really fucking awesome metal bands. So did you find like that transition to moving to pop punk, promoting punk rock easier, harder, or was it, you know, relatively the same? And that was good. I like it.
Well, actually, I've just always loved, like, I Declare War. My very first band was a band called Theme for Murder. It was kind of like a screamo mixed with like some of like the metalcore stuff. And we played a lot with I Declare War, like the original lineup and stuff. Mm-hmm. Just super cool guys. Like, shoot, I totally lost where I was going with that one. But sorry. You did your homework. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's ever asked me those questions before. So like, usually I bring that up. So that's really cool, dude. Like, hell yeah.
Nor do I. I like this.
I'm like, oh shoot. My deathcore side is like,
I'm just waiting for him to say like, Evan, your high school best friend was blank. And I was like, oh shit.
Don't worry. I definitely would have hit all of you, but I only knew about Gordon. That's why, and I didn't have enough time. Sorry, otherwise, guys. I would have found things.
It's cool. I'm not really from much. Outside of like one other band, so it's all good.
So, don't worry. I have definitely found high school things about people.
Oh. The deathcore scene was really sick, though. Like, it was fun, though. Like, yeah.
Right on. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So, like, I mean, like, yeah, like, no, fuck. I get it, dude. Like, I don't know. I've never, like, I'm pretty sure I've actually seen Enterprise Earth. I think I'm almost positive that I've seen Enterprise Earth.
That
like,
big of a fan?
No.
Killer dudes, killer band.
Yeah, like, they're all right. No, but yeah. like the metal scene is like genuinely one of the most fun and like love-filled scenes, which like you like the way your parents describe metal to you is not the way that the scene actually like ends up being. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're Satanists or they worship death or you can't understand the lyrics. Meanwhile, the guys like that are like fucking like tattooed literally from head to toe, like crazy different piercings or whatever. They're just gonna come up to you and be like, hey, tell me about your day. Like be the nicest, most genuine fucking people. And that's pretty true across the board for the most part with most genres of music. But I found it to be even like more true when it comes to like metalcore, even like death metal or deathcore. Like,
oh, like the metal dudes are like the biggest teddy bears you'll ever meet. It's just like a corpse grinder from Cannibal Corpse, just like the sweetest dude. Like, what's up, man? Like, how's your day going? You want to take a shot?
And for some reason, the most timid people, like the screamer or the screamer vocalist, will just like get up there and like give some like gnarly fucking vocals, and then it'll come off the stage and be like, "Hi, I'm so glad you enjoyed the show. like, thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it.
I saw that you fell. Are you okay? Did you hurt your ankles?
It's so true, though. I mean, I feel like when it comes to the metal scene, I never get a lot of the exposure to metal outside of me digging it and finding it in my teenage years and stuff. So when I was growing up, I always saw that as like, oh my God, it's like the closest possible thing to hell, or like you're gonna be a Satanist or these bad things or whatever the heck you want to call it, or, you know. And then I started going into it myself, and I'm like, I don't see any of this. The people that I share the music taste with, they're like the kindest people that I actually know. You know, it's just like, I feel like it's just the worst perception from whatever the heck you see on TV.
Yeah,
it's very inclusive.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, Melvin, you hit the nail on the head. It doesn't seem like it makes sense with all the comparisons that we've been given for, like, you know, what society says or what our parents used to say. It doesn't add up, and it's like, it's so welcoming and warm and inviting. And like I said before, for the most part, that comes across on like any genre of music, like just band dudes in general, like band people, like we're so open and like that's why it's so easy to develop like lifelong friendships on tours, because it's just being vulnerable with people in the best way possible, and it's incredible. It's unparalleled.
Well, I mean, it's
right
easy
now
to
too, though. Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
You go.
No, I was say right now too, like, is the biggest time to create those bonds and friendships, because you have to be so safe and you have to take care of one another so much right now because of what's going on. Like, I worked thrice last night. So imagine just like the vibe of like wanting to keep the fans safe, the band safe. Like, the community right now is the time that like everyone's coming together for that whole thing. So it's like, holy smokes, like 100%. Right now is the best time to just support music, I think, guys.
Absolutely.
Right.
And Pat,
just to chime in on that whole thing.
I was gonna go a completely different, like just
right now is the best time to say fuck everybody.
No, I was just gonna say it's really easy to like form like lifelong bonds and like be, you know, super close to each other when, you know, you're in a van the whole time, you know, and you're next to each other pissing in bottles, you know, you're real close.
There's a lot of like fucking intimate moments that you have to share. And let's be honest, like a real talk here, like, I mean, you guys have been on tours, you guys know what the fuck we're talking about. Real talk, when you have one person that like it throws a wrench in the whole like ecosystem that it involves living in a van for a fucking month, it's the most miserable and draining thing that I can like think of, like right now, just having someone who is toxic, down, not vibing with the rest of the group. Like, if I hire out a drummer or something like that, or a musician, like I almost care less about the talent and more about like what they bring to the table personality wise. Because if I'm going to be stuck in a van for a fucking month, we better be laughing our asses off the whole goddamn time, or it's going to be miserable 3 days in.
Very right. I mean, I can't really say too much on the experience in the tour world, but I think in general, just being in a band, you kind of have to think about that. Like how you gel off stage is equally as important as how we play as a band on stage. That's the thing I love about being in college radio, though, because I mean, I've been in this band for almost 4 or 5 months now, and it's almost like we've clicked so well that I'm not too worried about that aspect. But that's always a concern, especially when you start trying to look at new groups, or you're starting to look at these bands that have such success, because you have to also pair being successful and having your first big taste of success in the music business, and then you also have to figure out how to make it work as a group so you can actually do the next successful thing, you know. And I think for us in December, we're going to have our first test to see how it'll go, and I don't know, I think we'll really knock this one out of the park.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And for anybody out there who's like trying to go like make their first tour happen, maybe after COVID, or you guys are just getting back out to doing it, and maybe you guys formed a band during COVID and you're curious of what life on the road is going to be like. This works in every kind of relationship, any kind of like either work environment, band environment, like personal relationship. Stay open and communicate with the people that you love, especially now, especially during COVID, especially like with music slowly starting to phase itself back in. Don't get too carried away with where you think you want to be or what your vision of success is, keep those goals in mind. But at the end of the day, the people that you're playing music with should be your family, and they should be the number one priority first. And if that's not the case, genuinely take a step back, look at yourself, look at your band, look at like what you guys are, and really question. Because if it's not the case, there may be something that needs to be fixed there. There may be something that needs to be discussed. Please have an open mind and have an open conversation with the people that you love and the people that you do music with. Otherwise, you're just gonna like destroy it from the inside out before it ever gets started.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
There's a wisdom
Heavy.
there.
Heavy.
That was deep, man.
Thank you.
Deep.
Like I got
It's true though.
got some
True. You have to be
goosebumps.
honest with the groups, man. Hell yeah.
Man.
Heavy.
So I've been a hired gun before. I've hired.
So you've probably dealt with some shit then.
I have had to fire a few people from a tour. Like just you're not cutting it. I'm sorry. I gotta let you go. So I've tour managed for for a few bands. It's a hard conversation to have, but like
I've dealt with that. I've dealt with that a couple times too. It's not cool. It's a bummer.
It absolutely sucks. But the moment that person is gone, the whole vibe changes. Everyone is happier, and it's not that the person is bad. That's not what I'm saying. Like, yes, they may have not fit in with the group, but it doesn't make them a bad person. But what I'm trying to say is like
you can't make a puzzle fit if it doesn't fit.
If it doesn't fit, you cannot force it to come together if nobody's willing. Like if it's just not going to happen. So you just gotta.
But when it does come together,
it's smooth fucking sailing, man. Smooth fucking sailing. All right.
That's why you got to make sure that when you're that person, you have that opportunity, you got to treat it like it's your one shot,
Mm-hmm.
you work your tail off and you get the best musicianship going forward from that band. And even if it doesn't work out, you have someone that can also vouch for you as someone that can do it.
Absolutely. And like real talk here, guys, whenever there's like a problem, like whether or not it's in college radio, whether or not it's in Cities Never Sleep, or whether or not it's in Brighter Skies, chances are there's always an underlying like problem that is bringing up a symptom of like this
toxicity.
This toxicity. There's usually an underlying problem. So if you just can have a sit down, like an actual conversation, be like, hey man, like I've noticed this behavior. Why is this happening? Are you okay? What's going on in your personal life? Do you need to talk about it? Do you need to see something? And chances are like 9 times out of 10, that person's going to open up because they're like, this person just completely like saw through me. And now I can be vulnerable because that person's also being vulnerable. Communication is 100% key in any relationship and in any band, like hands fucking down. That simple.
Very true.
Damn straight.
Fucking straight.
So moving on from that. So for our listeners, if you could give one bit of advice to artists just starting out that you wish you had when you were just starting out as well, what would that be?
Have fun.
Just have fun.
Talk to everyone you can.
Be open to everything. It's like never close.
Say that one more time, Melvin.
Be open to everything. Never close a door to an opportunity because initially it doesn't look like it could get you what you're looking for, or it doesn't seem like it's totally what you're kind of asking for out of music or out of anything, Open your mind up to what it could eventually become.
Have fun, network, and take risks. It's that simple.
That's perfect.
That's fucking perfect.
I love it.
All right, guys. We're going to move on to our next segment. You guys ready to have some more fun?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Before we do that, though, we're going to take a break for our sponsors.
We did it, guys. We officially made our website at unsignedpoppunk.com. Make sure to go over there, check it out. Anything you'd ever want to know about this podcast, about Unsigned Pop Punk, about Pat or myself, about our merch, anything and everything you could possibly think of affiliated with Unsigned Pop Punk is there. So please go check it out and make sure to follow us on all of our social media.
And welcome back. So we're gonna
so much power.
I know. Yes. We're gonna hop right into our obscure questions segment. We've given up now on talking about music. We've moved past it. We've evolved.
So we've evolved.
So that is
personally not a fan of music.
that is where we're
it's
at.
that thing that they put at the beginning and end of TV shows. I can see why you would like it, but it's not for me so much.
I love EDM now.
That is where we are now as a society. We have evolved past the music segment.
EDM.
We are now into EDM. So
Bass Nectar saved my life.
So our first question in our obscure question segment is, if you could bring back one trend from your youth, what would it be and why?
Oh God.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think this was going to be this hard.
I'm stuck. Hold up.
I broke them.
Like
all three of them.
Trend. Okay, I would say bring back cut off like gloves. You know the
those left
the hand gloves. Yeah.
Okay.
And the cadet hats.
Yes.
And eyeliner.
So basically,
No,
bring back OG
choice,
Patrick
'cause
Stump.
I mean,
Those
it's coming
last
back
were
though.
terrible.
It's coming back, but
I don't think it ever left.
The OG emo.
Mm.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, hard no to the pillbox hat.
I need my cadet hat. I'm gonna go dance my.
Well, Evan,
what
would your trend be, Evan?
I think the ball chain necklace, and here's why.
Okay.
Because I bought one for
Recently.
for that music video, and since I already have it,
It's for the music video. No, it's all right. We all know you're into some freaky fucking shit. That's fine.
it looks good. It kind of cuts. It makes me look taller. It's whatever. But if that came back, that would really be convenient for me because I already own it.
There you go.
There you go.
That's like
This time you'll be ahead of the
fiscally
time.
responsible right there. That's what that
Yeah, I'm very cheap.
is. Sam, I'm a broke bitch.
Yeah, it's like, I want Jinkos to come back. It's like those are like $55 a pair. I'm not throwing down on those fucking things.
Right? Like,
Yeah, but-
I'm happy for you if they come back, but fuck that.
No, man,
Well,
I'm
like-
gonna get the Levi knockoffs.
There
Yeah,
you
you
go.
got to get the zones if you remember.
Yeah, and
Zones, man.
you know that
The
Amazon
pipes, that's
like,
the pipes.
you know that whatever trend comes back, Amazon's got a bestseller that's only like $7. So
Oh yeah.
You know what was so
It's
sick
got like a
about all
6-month waiting list on back order. Let's be real.
Do we?
oh yeah,
You-
that's
that
So-
Jinkos look though, the hair, the pompadour was so sick. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I
Like
gotta agree with that. actually.
perfect. Fucking
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
man.
epitome of that, like, oh yeah. The epitome of
when I
that
think of
rockabilly
Jinkos-
Jinko scene.
Yeah.
When I think of Jinkos, I think of the dreadlocks of any member of Korn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think of comps so much as
I think of Fieldy.
I'm pretty sure
Like
that
monkey.
most people that wore like Jinkos and zones and shit like that had the long fucking bowl cut with the shave
Well, said-
underneath.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Because that's what I had and everyone I know had.
So
You know, 'cause-
basically Oliver Tree.
Yeah,
I'll send you guys
yeah.
a
Oh my
picture
God.
afterwards.
But you
Yeah,
take
essentially.
like and that was kind of like that you also play basketball look, so you know, because you could put in your pony.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that bowl cut, like that undercut bowl cut ponytail.
Yeah, the undercut bowl cut. Because you had to have it in a pony, because if you got too sweaty, it just looked fucking
Oh yeah.
horrific. You know,
Yeah,
it was just like
Absolutely.
Is
Just
this in
spaces.
America you're describing this happening? No.
yeah, dude.
It happened, man. Don't know where you were,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it fucking happened. Melvin,
Oh,
what
yeah.
about you?
It
You're the
was
only
so
person who
popular.
hasn't answered the question yet.
Okay, I had time to think on mine. I don't know. I have two. I'm left off at two. I guess I'd have to leave it off with those like cartoony shirts. Like I feel like there was a period of time where bands would always have like it was almost like the bright, ridiculously
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like the 2006,
T-Banty
2007
styles. Like a
scene
day to
era.
remember.
Day to remember.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
everybody.
Prada.
Everybody
Oh
did.
my god! I remember there was like a Reptar one. That
Yeah.
was my shit. I never got to own like some of these really cool ones, but I was just like, man, I want to get that. I don't
I
have
Every band did
legit
that.
want to bring back. So with a new
I've
line of
seen
merch
some
that I'm
people
doing, like
trying.
I want to fucking bring that shit back, at least for one shirt, because it's so fucking nostalgic, and at the same time, it's so cool. Like
Well,
it was so cool.
And to be fair, all the people that would listen to like our genre of music want that. You
Yeah,
know?
they do.
They're like, that's their youth. That's what they want.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of see some of our stuff back there. That's kind of why I love it. It's just such throwback stuff. The throwbacks are what's working, you know? I like that.
Yeah.
People just want that little bit of comfort from their youth, and then they can go on with their day.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't,
I wanted
if you
Black
guys,
Flag, but they got pizza Pop-Tart.
Which I think is better.
That's dope as
'cause
shit.
I'm a newer
Pizza
generation. I like food.
I like it.
That would be my reasoning behind all merch ever too, if it could be. I'm a newer generation, and I fucking like food.
That's exactly. If I want to put that as my motto somewhere. Let's get that.
Flavor
Let's
Town,
fucking
baby.
get it.
Flavor
All right.
Town.
Second question. You guys ready?
It's very
Yeah.
scientific.
Yeah.
This next question is very scientific. We'll give you the actual answer afterwards.
Why
But
do
you know, we're
farts-
gonna.
Oh,
You get it. Sorry,
I got it.
Go get it.
Why do farts smell so much worse in the shower?
Don't act like you don't know.
Oh yeah.
Longest pause of
all
the
the-
entire one.
Because of all the water droplets in the air, the high humidity.
Yeah, okay. That's a good one.
Did I?
Meanwhile, Gordon's just like fucking losing his shit.
What? I don't know, because you're just farting bare ass, dude.
Bare ass. Okay. Fair
Okay,
enough.
Is it?
Calling
is
me
it
a nickname? Like let's fucking go.
that's what I call him usually when we're
Bare
just,
ass.
just him and I.
Get over here, bare ass.
Get over here, bare ass. And we're pretending we're old.
And then once again,
Goddamn
for some
grandma.
reason, Melvin being last, I feel like Melvin's the one who like lets everyone else like speak, so that way if they make a fool of themselves, he can analyze the situation and just change, like
Just come
his
in
answer no
with-
matter what.
No, what happened is I watched enough Squid Game to know like I need to be like several steps back to watch everyone else jump the glass.
Yep.
I'm
Right.
just waiting for the.
Shut, I haven't seen it yet though, so let's not get too.
Oh,
You haven't
well,
seen Squid
okay.
Game yet?
I haven't
I've
watched
seen
it
like
yet.
scattered episodes, so I'm trying to figure out a way to go binging. So I
Fair
know
enough.
I'm there with you, Patrick.
I
I
just
guess,
I don't watch a lot of TV, and I don't have a ton of time to do it.
dude.
It's
I'm
real good and
I-
it's short. You should watch it with the subtitles. It's real good. The original.
Oh yeah,
version.
I wouldn't do it overdubbed. That's
It's really
gross.
weird because they all
My man-
talk like they're actually talking without.
I
with
did
a
it
voice.
overdubbed, but that's
Yeah.
I have dyslexia, and that's not fair.
Stop it.
It's
You're a
not
liar.
fair.
That's
Oh,
No,
not true.
I'm not lying.
Stop
It sucks. It's so hard to keep track.
Answer the question though. Answer the question because we lost track again somehow here. I guess I'd say maybe it's because the water is like it's H2O interacting with the gas that's coming out of you. It's maybe just getting a little more amplification from that.
Fair enough. So the actual
Stolen right out of my science journal from 9th grade. C minus, y'all. This is gonna get a win.
the actual answer is a little bit is a little sad. You know, there's really no like incredible answer, but it's basically, you know, your underwear and your pants absorb the largest part of the gas that's passed in farts. So when you're farting in the shower, the gas immediately just fucking surrounds your atmosphere, right?
Is it weird that like fucking every single one of them had one part of the answer correct?
That's why we're a good band. We finish
So-
each other's perfect right answer.
I mean, technically, it's just bare ass fart.
It is. It's basically bare ass farting.
I
But
can't stop laughing.
The reason that it might be worse because it's in the shower, the heat does basically make it go straight to your nose.
Like Florida.
Yeah, because it just
Oh
makes
my
it rise
God.
like Florida.
Florida.
So if you
Florida,
fart
it's so
in Florida,
Shower
Someone
farts.
needs
That's
to
what
make a
Florida
Florida
is.
joke today. Thank you,
it's
Evan.
done.
Like everything else in Florida, it's worse.
Dude, I just love how like we're over here having a conversation and Gordon's just losing his fucking mind.
We've broken.
That
He's
was
here
good.
to have fun, guys. He's having fun. He's having fun.
Whew. Good last question.
Indeed.
We try. Every once in a while, you know, we got to throw in a real good immature question.
Mm.
I feel more mature because that was a scientific anomaly right there. I didn't.
I
know
think
that before coming
James,
I did.
Today I learned that.
the actor
I-
studio.
I did try to bring some science to it. You're right.
This has been an educational segment of the Unsigned Pop Punk podcast. We really appreciate you tuning in for this educational segment.
Where are
Education goes
you?
only down from here.
and I will educate you.
All right, guys. Are you all ready for our last segment?
All right.
Yeah. Well,
This
as
is it.
ready as I will be.
Okay. So this one, we're gonna need you to like really feel it out. Answer from your heart. These are our rapid fire questions.
Shit, my cat's about to shit, so this is gonna be intense.
What?
Where's his mother?
Well, my cat's still in here. So
I'm
Put him in the
use
shower.
bathroom.
Put him in the shower. See if it's worse.
Fucking God. I can't. Oh my God. All right, Pat, take it away because I'm fucked up.
All right, we're going rapid fire questions. Like I said, speak from the heart. Whatever comes out first is what it is. All right, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Pizza or tacos?
pizza.
It's a
Saved by the Bell or Boy Meets World?
Boy Meets World.
Next
hate them
question.
both.
Mortal Kombat?
Well, hold
Street
up.
Fighter?
Mortal Kombat.
Did
Mortal
you just
Kombat.
say hate them both?
You got it.
wait.
How do I kick him out of the Zoom?
Wait. Give
Gotta
him,
pay
give
for
him a
that.
place. Give him a chance.
Oh my
How?
God, I can remove you. I hold the fucking power.
Is that not a premium function?
God.
That's a premium
that was
function
$9.99 for that
you
function.
get with the free version.
Oh shit, now I'm gonna have to upgrade.
Okay. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat.
On that.
All right. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Both.
Dogs.
Pudding or Jello?
Jello.
Pudding.
Are you day or
Jello?
I know,
day
but
or
it's
night
still-
person?
Wait, what?
Both.
Are you a day or a night person?
Ooh, both.
In Blade? They
Night.
call him a day walker. I'm a day walker.
Daywalker.
I like it. Is that the Blade with Ryan Reynolds?
No, it's
Did
the
we
one
just
with
talk about this the
Wesley
last
Snipes.
Can it be the one with
The
Ryan
third one,
Reynolds?
Yeah, that's the third one.
Oh, well, I mean, Triple H is in it, right?
That's the one.
Yep. Yeah, he is.
He
I think.
he
Uses his
pedigrees him.
pad to-
Yeah.
Pedigree to take him
Oh,
out.
I'll take it. I'll take it. He's still a
Alright.
day walker.
Last one. Fall Out Boy or My Chemical Romance?
Well,
Oh,
I'm-
Chemical Romance.
2/3.
There you go. 2/3 were right. There you go.
I have a bag.
Okay, Gordon. We still love you, iPhone.
That's it.
That's it,
That
guys.
was rapid fire.
Guys, we did it.
Okay.
You guys did it. You guys did the podcast. How do you feel?
Oh,
Now that you've
feel good,
completed
dude.
the
How do you guys feel?
podcast,
How
where are
do
you
you-
gonna go?
I feel good as long as Mark Paul Gosselaar doesn't listen to your podcast.
It's just my
Well,
mom.
let me tell you,
Jeez.
he
This is
doesn't.
the one that
But
But
Jesus.
Mario Lopez, he may.
He might.
Then I take it back.
Mario!
It's just my mom. My mom's the only listener.
Well, your mom's gonna send this to him, and she's gonna be like, "Hey, check this out." Mark's
She's gonna
be
start
coming for
just-
Evan.
My mom does have
Just
some hella
tweeting at
connects.
him.
My
It's
mom,
like,
Yo,
Mark Paul.
Mark.
Can I call you Mark Paul? Hey, Mark Paul, have you seen this?
Have you seen this shit?
Oh shit!
Marcus,
3
can I
days
call
from
you
now,
Mark?
guys.
Is that okay, Mark?
3 days from now, Mark Paul Gosselaar is gonna get on Instagram and like, "Hey, yo, who's this at Mountain Dew bass solo? And how
Knock,
do I
knock,
get in
knock.
touch with him?
And what is this bullshit?
I'm coming for you."
Gonna pay someone in a parking lot $17,000 to kill me.
What the fuck is happening right now?
We're gonna be on tour. We're gonna be on tour, man. We're gonna be on tour, just out in Reno somewhere. And he's gonna be like, just walking the street, just not even expecting it. Evan's gonna be one-on-one with Mark Paul himself.
You're gonna go
Jesus.
on tour and
Real life.
you're gonna go to Reno?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Huh?
my request.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love Reno. So,
No,
I don't drink and I don't do any like real good drugs or anything. So like the one good vice
For the purpose of
available
this
to me-
podcast, he is telling the truth, but we're not really sure. If you were to look at this guy, he does have some beady fucking eyes.
That's fair.
jeez. So your
But no.
vice though is gambling? You like to gamble?
Yeah, I
Okay.
love to gamble. So I specifically requested we go to Nevada somewhere that I could gamble somewhere on tour. And Gordon is very sweet. I'd me in that.
Dude, I've literally planned tours off of places that I wanted to eat. So like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
get it.
Sure.
Yeah. Our next tour is the Diner Drive-In and Dives tour. You know, catch you soon.
We are actually playing at a diner/drive-in/dive in January.
Yep.
Wow, can you say slash in between every single word that you say from now on?
That was absolutely /I can /
Absolutely. Thank you.
That's if I was speaking to the person /.
Oh, okay. So
to be honest, I sincerely now I've been going back into
sincerely
/ honestly getting into this.
That's his book.
Video. I've found if I could do anything
Wunder slash.
I want to play it at Denny's just so I can recreate that scene in that video where someone's just like, the fuck is up Denny's? Just started making that circle fit. I want that so bad.
Dude, that would be so sick.
That's the trend that I want to come back.
Playing at Denny's.
Oh my God, yes.
Playing at Denny's.
Fucking Denny's.
No, there's going to be so many. Because of quarantine, there's going to be so many closed down or abandoned old country buffets. Can we just take
ours already got
over?
Mine's already done. Mine's already
got closed as
See,
well.
There you go.
Look at that. Think about this. You get that sneeze guard out of there and you just use the buffet like a sweet runway stage like fucking U2.
Thank you.
Evan,
I have a drummer where the carving station was.
Evan, I got a question for you. And this one's specifically directed towards Evan.
Yeah.
Have you fucking thought about this shit before? Because that was way too fucking smooth.
No, well, okay. I will say it is slightly inspired by, there is a movie with a scene of someone walking around on tables and shit at a restaurant using it as a runway that I think about a lot when I'm performing. It's Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
I'll be honest, man. Like, I want to live in your reality where I can just like drive by a fucking closed down building and be like, what the fuck would it be like to play fucking there? Like, I'm going to Walmart. I forgot.
Yeah.
Damn.
You should. It's just like really horrible, bizarre television up there all the time. It's fun.
Oh my God, that's pretty much all the music videos. Oh my gosh.
Essentially.
It's the kind of television that, like, as you're getting invested in the show, your dad changes the channel and you're like, what?
Yeah.
It's like
as soon as you go back to it, it's gone.
You're like, thanks for skipping the best fucking part of Blade. FX has the movies. Please sponsor me.
We'd like to give you the sponsorship for
Thank you, vague FX person.
The only caveat,
but I'm gonna need your email and your phone number
and your credit card.
FX shows.
Yes.
You get $45 every time you mention Burn Notice.
Oh my God.
And have you seen the new episode of It's Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, you know what, guys? You made it through the podcast, and we really hope that our listeners learned something about music today. With
fingers crossed on that.
Yeah, right. I learned that Blade was a daywalker. Well, you should have fucking known that from the fucking comics, you bitch. That all said, you guys made it through the podcast. Congratulations. Good job. You did
Thank
it.
you.
And we're all still kind of alive. Congratulations.
We're all here. So with that being said, one final thing. Why don't you plug your brand? Tell everybody where we can find you. And what's next?
Pretty much College Radio, PNW. Oh, Evan, you want to say it first?
You know what? I'm going to say December, you're going to see us West Coast. If you live in Washington, if you live in nearby Washington, if you live in Oregon, if you live in California, and if you live in Nevada, in Reno or near Reno, or you feel like going to Reno, then baby, you're going to see College Radio. We are going on tour. 1 year if I used to get messed up. Please come see us at Wally's. We're doing one, The Catalyst, some other ones. Gordon, I know, knows them. We're going to be doing several dates with Authority Zero, the Funhouse, Bossa Nova Ballroom. Which other ones, Gordon?
The Catalyst in Santa Cruz, as well as Cornerstone and Berkeley.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Check us out on Spotify. New single, Better Days, out now. Other single, 11:59 59. Both videos are out. Jam them, have fun. We have a full length coming out very soon. And then more music coming soon, and then just some fun. We just like having fun. Okay, guys.
I also hear that you guys are going to be on like a special, very pop punk Christmas compilation coming out soon.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We love Christmas. If you guys don't know, we do love Christmas.
Who doesn't?
We were doing
It's
a Christmas thing.
beautiful.
I accidentally got set on fire.
What? Okay.
What?
We don't
In
have time
my
to go into that.
That's just a cliffhanger for us to come back.
Yeah. What the fuck?
It's still in the spirit of the season, man.
Oh my
There's
God.
also a thing about makeup too, but that's next month.
All right.
All right. With that said, Melvin, I'm going to let you do the honors because you didn't get to speak during that time. I don't know why. Like something about like Reno and tour dates that no one gives a shit about. And like band links that like who even listens to the music anymore.
What are you getting at?
I want
What are you
Melvin
getting to?
close out the podcast, man.
Oh, you're gonna let Melvin.
Yeah.
close out
Meanwhile,
the podcast.
Gordon's over here losing his fucking shit.
This is a weighted
I just shit
responsibility.
talking this whole band for no reason.
Oh
I'm so
my
sorry.
Dude, you realize I gotta go to practice tomorrow with this kind of crap? I gotta. Gordon, he made me do this. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to our podcast today. It's been such a pleasure talking with you guys. Bear, Patrick, Evan, Gordon, and I'm Melvin. And we've been College Radio. Thank you so much for listening.
We'll see you next week.
Do this.